Hello, Lost people. Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. We're at the homestead in town today. It is a very windy day today. I'm going to see what we can get done out here. I'm going to try and do some framing around some of the raised bed out here and maybe get some siding on it. We're going to put a bunch of trees in the ground. We got a bunch of trees, so we probably get some of that going too. Yeah, so we'll see where we end up. Stick around. Thanks. Okay. Alright, so if you have been watching our channel for a while, you might remember one of our earlier episodes where we were making cages for the plants because we were having problems with the animals, you know, climbing up there and pooping in the beds and whatever else, which was a real pain. So, got helicopters flying through. Noticed a lot more military activity going on right now. Kind of odd with everything that's happening. Odd. Anyways, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to build some cages for some of the trees because we've been having problems with rodents getting into our trees and chewing up the stalks and the leaves. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some 16 gauge wire fence here. This is galvanized standard 2x4 farm fence, 36 inch or 28 inch, and this one is 50 feet long. You're going to need a pair of wire cutters and gloves, and you want gloves for sure. So I've also got these fabric and garden staples here. These ones are pretty inexpensive. You can get them at Home Depot. Got 500 for right around 30 bucks, and they're like this. And these, you put these in between and just push it down into the dirt. Just clip one of the edges, push it down into the dirt. If you put 4 of them on there, it'll hold it pretty good. So, all right, I'm gonna open this up right now, and we'll get this going on. So typically these here, you just have to bend them, bend the hook. These ones seem to be hooked inside of here. I think it's hooked onto the, I pulled that one. So they should just pop right out like that. This one was wrapped, but I've unhooked it. That. I don't know why these guys here are hanging on. There we go. Right. Yeah, and it should just roll out like that. So this particular one has got smaller ones towards the bottom here, and that's to keep the rodents out. So the rodent's got to be pretty small to be able to get through that. So what you want to do is roll out enough of this to go around the bottom of your tree, whatever size you want it. And I'm probably going to go I don't know, maybe like this. So what we're going to do is this end is going to go onto the end of wherever we're attaching to. So I'm going to roll out probably about like this. That looks pretty good to me, about where I want it. So what we're gonna do is, you can see this part hanging off right here. So where we want it at right there, we're gonna clip that all the way down the line. And then this piece here that's hanging out, that's gonna be this piece for the next one that we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna snip these right down the line. You're throwing stuff around. Alright. So this 16 gauge wire, it's not too difficult. I mean, you gotta squeeze it pretty good. These are not very good wire cutters. I've got better ones, I just don't know where they are presently, so these are doing the job. But yeah, the 16 gauge, it's not super thick, but it's enough to make it semi-difficult. Your wrist might be tired by the time you get to the bottom. Also, the top and the bottom are a little bit thicker, probably more like 14 gauge perhaps. So set that to the side. All right. Okay, now this one's a little, see, I got some pieces here that are kind of floating around here, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna hook these on real quick just because I don't want them doing some weird floaty thing when I get it out there. So, and this is, yeah, I should have already had my gloves on. You definitely want gloves because these are sharp when you cut them, and you don't want to cut your fingers. Now, the gloves aren't totally going to protect you, but they'll help. So, leather gloves will work better than these. But yeah, so I'm just going to hook them on like that, okay, just to keep it down so it's not, so you don't have hard, sticking up and then you're kind of, floating. So that'll take care of that. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here at the top, and we're going to pull these right around like this, and I'm just going to loop it right into that space right there and bend it right around that. So this top one, the top and the bottom one, again, are a little bit heavier, so they're going to be a little more difficult to bend. And I just popped it on that one right there, so I'm going to wrap this around here also. So you want to be careful not to pop that off of there. Sometimes it might try to do that. I would also suggest having a pair of pliers for the bending and the squeezing on this thing, because you might have to do some wire work with it, and these are not ideal for that. It's much easier with the pliers. Okay, so here I'm just gonna wrap this a few times around like that, and then just keep wrapping it. Now, the idea is to have them line up so that you're wrapping around this and the main, but this one got offset for whatever reason. I don't know why, probably because it snapped and I pushed it down, but this will work. It really just needs to be together and around, so it goes over the top of your tree, bush, plant, and it's mostly just to keep the rodents out so they're not eating your plants. So anyways, I'm gonna make a bunch of these, and we'll go put them around the trees here in a little bit. So stick around and see how this goes. so that's the entire roll. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These last two ended up a little bit skinny, but that's because I took what was left of the roll and divided it equally. But these can go over some of the smaller ones. So that is 11 cages that I've got, so that worked out pretty good. Alright, so stick around. We'll be putting these around some of the trees. We got some other trees we're going to be putting in the ground. So yeah, stick around. Thanks. Alright, so I'm heading out here to the chicken coop. I'm gonna give them some of this bread. We got bread that goes bad before we can eat it sometimes. That's the thing about bread that's made at home, is that it doesn't have all the preservatives and crap in it that store made or store bought bread has, and it tends to go bad a lot faster. So, but it's good for the birds. So there, I got a little bit in here, just some random stuff, whatever, but I'm gonna throw it out here to the birds and let them peck at it and eat it. So it's more stuff for them, more grains and carbs, so it'll help them out with whatever, you know, it's good for them. So yeah, and we feed them a lot of vegetables and fruits, vegetables, produce that's left over. We feed them a lot of that too. So here we go. This is kind of what the flock is looking like right now. Yeah, we got quite a few more than we had a while ago. Well, we got that one over there is digging. I'm gonna have to check that hole, make sure they're not able to get underneath of that fence. Yep. So, but yeah, that's how we're looking right now. And then we got the Samanis over here in the back. I'm gonna go give the rest of this to them, so they're not left out. They're probably hungry as well. So, well, I mean, we fed them, but you know, they probably would like some bread as well. So, but yeah. Right, I'm just gonna drop this through the top of the fence, because that way I don't have to go all the way around. Yeah, because it's kind of a pain to go through that little hole right there. So you can see here we got the 4 Samanis right here. I don't know if you can see, there's kind of a bit of fence right there, but we got the 3, the rooster, and then the 2, and then the big hen back here, and then the duck. So, but yeah, so here I'm just gonna throw this in here. Let them have that. And then not all of this is homemade, some of it's store-bought, but we try to make our own as much as we can and use the store-bought as little as possible. Most of the store-bought that we have is so we volunteer at the food bank on Saturdays, and they get a lot of the leftover breads from the bakery out here, and it gets given away at the food bank, but whatever doesn't get taken, they have to throw it away because it's been frozen and then thawed out, so they can't keep it. So sometimes we'll hang on a second. Pickle, get over here. Rude. Come on. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, so they can't keep it, so sometimes we'll take it and try to use it if we can, and then if we can't, it gets given to the birds. So. Anyways, some small chores. Yeah. All right, stick around. Thanks. So we put in a few things over here. I got some comfrey right here. Comfrey, what that is, it's kind of like a weed. Here, let me get over here so I'm not in the sun. So it's kind of like a weed, and if you take it and cut the leaves off, and then soak it in water for a couple of days, and it smells really horrible. It's bad, but it's really good fertilizer for all of the other plants. So it's good like that. So we got it just for fertilizer. So, and the other thing is it grows a really big taproot. So once you put it in the ground, you're never getting rid of it, which is a good thing because we need fertilizer for all that stuff. So we put that one there, and then we have another one that we put over here, closer to the garden. So there's another one right there, and then we also planted a couple of elderberry. Man, it's windy. Sorry about the wind here. So here's one of the elderberry right here, and I put cages around everything so that it wouldn't get eaten, and it seems to be doing okay right now. So I hope I'm blocking the wind. It's pretty windy out here. So, and then here's the other one right here. So yeah, we got those in the ground right now. We got some other ones up on the porch we're gonna go put in the ground right now. So do you know where you want those at, love?
One right there.
So we want one right there. What about the others? There's like 5.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, so we're gonna go do a walkabout and make some X marks the spots. And
Josie, where do you want a tree?
yeah, and then I'll set up out here and we'll get some trees in the ground. So stick around for that.
Those guys over
Thanks.
there.
so here we have finished the framing on this long one here. I'm sorry, it's really windy out right now. Here, let me show you. So you can see here, we got this done all the way down. This is the long bed, and I've only got the framing done. I haven't had a chance to do the siding yet. I need to work on the siding a bit. I'm gonna have John help me with that when he comes out this weekend, so, or next weekend rather. So, but that's the one. So there's that one and then that one. So if we're standing in the middle right here, there'll be this one and the little walkway right there, and then there'll be a big one right here, and then there'll be a walkway there, and another short one with the walkway, and then a big one that'll go right back to that. And then there will be additional ones all the way around the perimeter, and I got to get to those, but I need to do the hyper adobe. So next week we're going to finish this one, and I also need to get some trellis material. We're going to build a small trellis for berries. We got some boysenberries that we're going to put out here. I'm going to build a small trellis. It's just going to be some 7-foot T-posts, and then I'm going to run farm fence in between them low, and then some wires up high for them to grab onto. So it'll be similar to what we have for the grapes, except on a smaller scale, a little bit more structure as far as the farm fence at the bottom. So anyways, okay, so we got that, and then okay, over here what we did here, so we planted this guy right here. This is what's called a cocktail apple tree, and it actually has 6 different types of apple on it. You can see here, it's got, this branch is Brayburn, and then this one, it says Granny Smith. Wow, that horse is a little upset. Okay, here, what does that say? Dorset Golden Apple, and yep, that's this one. And then this one is the Anna apple, and then that one is a Gala, and this one is a Fiji right there. Sorry, Fiji right there. So 6 different kinds of apple grafted to the one tree. Now, normally to us, we don't like doing things that are not natural, but grafting trees is natural. I mean, anytime you get a tree from a place like this, most of the time it's going to be grafted regardless. And it is an apple to an apple. So, I mean, we figure this way, you know, 6 different apples, one tree. I mean, it's easier than having 6 trees, right? Less expensive too. So that was kind of our thought on that. It's kind of an experiment. We're going to see how well it does. So hopefully it does well. We'll keep you up on that. So anyways, I hope you're not getting the wind, because it's very windy out here. Oh, rogue chicken.
No.
Yeah, we got here.
Josie.
Yeah, Josie got out. Well, we let her out. She's one of the older ones, so we don't worry too much about her taking off. She's kind of tame compared to the others. So that one thinks she's a herd dog, and she wants to herd the chicken. So
No, the chicken's fine with me.
But anyways, okay, so over here we have this one that we put in. Sorry, I'm trying to do this and block the wind at the same time. It's difficult. So this one we put in over here is a ghost apple. Yeah, it died. Sorry, didn't check the batteries again like a bonehead. Anyways, do you want to tell them about the ghost apple?
No.
No? Okay.
I just buy the things and grow the things. You dig the things.
Yeah, I do dig it.
And not just me.
All right, anyways. So this is the ghost apple. I think I got that far with it. I just, it died right after. So
Hey,
there's the,
look at the bunnies.
oh, bunnies. Here, let's see. Got bunnies over here. Oh, wind and bunnies. Oh, there they are. Oh well, they let me get pretty close. Anyways, yeah, lots of bunnies out here. Quail and dove, lots of quail. Almost hundreds of quail. Here's a good view right here. You can see. There's that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying that looks pretty good. It's gonna be really nice once we get it all the way done. Anyways, all right, so yeah, that's pretty much what we got for today.
We have one more citrus tree to plant.
Yeah, I gotta put that lime tree out front. We're gonna do that real quick. Biter. Okay. Anyways. All right, so that's where we're gonna call it for this week. I believe John's planning to be out next week, so I'll probably be able to get the siding done on that one. If I can get some more material, we might be able to get another one of those beds done, so that'd be great. Oh, hey, here we go. Update on the paper whites.
My flowers are
Sorry.
coming
Yeah, you can see all the flowers are coming up. Oh, wow, that's really bad focus. I hope my face wasn't messed up like that. Huh. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, you can see all the bulbs right here starting to come up.
Oh.
So, yep, looks good. All right, anyways.
Oh.
Okay.
Love.
Yep, I see it. Here. Yep, Hope got jumped. Jumped by a kid.
You're
All right.
bigger than me.
She is bigger than you.
Yeah.
All right, so
Exercise.
we're gonna call it right there.
Exercise in the demons.
Exercise. Funny. All right.
You get off my back.
Okay, we're gonna call it right there. So, the wind. Sorry about the wind. It's very windy. It's been very difficult to do videos this week just because it's been so windy. Oh, here. Also, here, check this out. Hope did some work on
I'm trying.
the patio here, some more brickwork. Trying to block the wind here. See, so because it used to only come out like this far, and she put all of this in there. I gotta move some stuff around over here. I gotta clean up a little bit. But anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna call it for real this time. So
Just kidding. We're gonna go plant a tree.
yeah, well, we are gonna plant a tree, but maybe I'll show you guys that next week after it's already in the ground. Yeah, I'm done with recording for today. So yeah, thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe. See you next week.
Both of you.